Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing League, the Performance League 1. I am your host with the most, Malk. Um, Unfortunately, Craig is not with me tonight in the commentary box. He's joining in the guys here because we only got a few of the drivers who unfortunately could not make it tonight. So we've got to make it up to the 10 drivers marker anyway. We're at the glorious track of Baku in Azerbaijan, where it's one of those trickiest tracks in 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 ever. You never know what to expect. Um, One of the trickiest corners. I mean, I last night in the no assist league, I struggled a lot, especially when you've got no practice around here as well, and it's very difficult. And you need to make sure you get spot on, because otherwise, if you're not, you will hit the wall a few times here. So with the Baku, especially in the castle section, which is sector 2, I believe, and it's going to be very difficult around here. Now, some of the drivers from last week, we've seen some good action going on. So hopefully, I know we've got 10 people here tonight. Hopefully next week, the start of the league, we will see a lot more. And Craig will return back to the commentary box. He's only joining tonight just to help out with the Performance League tonight for the racing and stuff. So as you can see here, it's still what is it now? It's still the. I'll just get this prepared. It is still the what do you call it? The still equal pre-season race. The guys are trying to get themselves prepped up. Now it looks like a car's coming out. A Force India car, I believe, is the Bookster. That Bookster. He's unfortunately, because of the issues last week. Hopefully, he will stay in the lobby this time and try and hold on. But it looks like he could be having a good battle going on tonight. Should be good. Seeing the Bookster, we've got Mr. Skyzy in the Merc, and then also Mike in the Toro Rosso. Now, and then Craig's coming out in the Salvo as well. So some of the guys are coming out in the pits now. But I'm going to watch the Bookster. Now, the Bookster, as I said, he was unfortunate last week because obviously some issues with the connection and stuff. Hopefully that's all sorted, and this will be good, very good, interesting stuff for the Bookster tonight. But especially, this is the part where I was saying just earlier, the castle set. Oh! Where he got that silly bang, he hopefully hasn't got that wing, otherwise it'd be like, bang, and the wing is gone. But unfortunately, that looks alright to me on that one. But it looked like he had a bang on the wall there. But hopefully that doesn't compromise his lapping. He's just let the Force India car. He's going to try and get that good boost around here. And he tries and gets a perfect lap. Now, perfect lap around here, I believe, is I think it's a 137, 138, 137. Pardon me. So we've got yellow flags in sector 1. We don't know where that's coming from. So we're just going to still watch the Bookster try and capitalise on here. He does a perfect first corner here. Goes round it and he tries to hold on. Beautiful corner coming up now, and he's going. A little bit of a slide there, but he's still holding on with the car there in the first DRS straight now. So some of the cars are doing there. Some of the drivers are doing the actual first lap of the Baku track. I mean, personally, I'm not a big fan of the Baku track. I've never been a fan of it, but I don't know what it is. It just doesn't appeal to me, and hopefully that will be changed soon. But that's just my preference. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm one of those people that I'm not a big fan of the Baku track at all. Bookster coming through, done the first sector now. He tries to avoid hitting the wall there. This is the part where I was struggling last night in the no assist. The castle. He looked wide there. He'd gone wide, like oversteered or something. But you just do not know what to expect. Still got yellow flags for the sector 1. I don't know what's going on there, but I have to find out in a bit. But the Bookster, and he does a 34.5. I don't know if that's the same as sector 1 time for what I've seen, but coming round it now. Oh, Spud's retired. Spud's retired. I don't know where he's got it from, but disaster for Sir Spud. It could be the castle section. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. But hopefully there, 135, 136, 137. A 138 flat from the Bookster. That is a good lap. I did say the fastest lap could be between 137s and 138s. But Mr. Skycy, what does Mr. Skycy do? He's going through a 138.7, 7/10 off the Bookster. Craig in the Sauber car tonight. Try and do everything possible. I think he's going to do another lap. Yeah, he's going to do another lap in. I think he made a mistake there on one of the corners. But watching Aaron J. Spence now, I rate him as one of the title challengers for the Performance League as well as the F. Oh, MJ Coop has lost it now. I don't know what happened. Aaron J. Spence is doing 142, but he is also on the Super Softs tyres as well, so that could be some. Hopefully, he'll try and do another lapping. But Fascani, the Flying Irishman, see how he capitalised on it. But as I keep saying before, he's very unlucky on some occasions in the races. But he's done a 2 minutes 15 in the soft tyre, which he's going to try. I think he's going to try and do another lapping on the softs. But what's Jamie doing now? Jamie's doing his he's doing his actual lapping. Sorry, I'd take that back. Like I said, in every race, he's top-notch bloke, racing fairly, and he's driving with no assist, and he just does it. Oh, he's got a little bit wide, nearly hit the wall there on the first corner, and hopefully that doesn't compromise his stuff. He's still going on with the hot lap situation on the RS mode, but looking at it now, we'll have to wait and see if he can try and capitalise. 25, I think it's it here, or is it the part next one? One of the parts, I think it's this one coming up. 34, 35, 35-2. I reckon he would have had at least a few seconds if he didn't make that mistake in the first corner. But looks smooth on his lapping at the minute. But this is the part where I said the castle section. Oh, this is where it's like a roller coaster ride. You're just on the edge of your seat, and you just do not want to hit the wall. And he nearly hit the wall from one part there. There is a yellow flags on sector 1. There's yellow flags on sector 1. Again, yellow flags on sector 1. So we don't know where that's coming from. But oh, Jamie, like skim touching the wall, just like unbelievable moments, absolutely unbelievable moments. But what can he do? He's going up to the last few corners now. He has to try and hold the car. Doesn't want to hit there. I got hit on the last bit there last night, and you don't want to mess about because you got to get those turns perfectly. Yellow flags on sector 1. Yellow flags on sector 1 again. So what Jamie's going to get? He's got a 138, 139.1. A 139.1 in the Ultra Softs. That's still a good lap. Still 1.1 behind the Bookster. Now, we've got 10 minutes left. Nearly 10 minutes left of this, the Performance League 1. The pre-season race 2 and the final pre-season race before the admins decide what cars the guys that are racing will get for each one. Now, if you're not sure how the Performance League works, if you're just joining us and stuff and you want to know how to join, the Performance League is like, obviously, performance cars. So the Merc and Ferrari are the fastest, and the Sauber the Williams car currently is the slowest as well. So obviously the faster drivers will be in the slower cars, the slower drivers will be in the faster cars. So it's just trying to make sure everyone's get some equal timing and stuff. But it'd be good to see how it goes. Now we're seeing Aaron J. Spence. Now Aaron J. Spence is going to try and he hasn't got enough to do his lapping. Craig doing his lapping. This is his actual lapping now. What can Craig do? He's going to get that first corner right. Yeah, he's got that perfectly all right there. So this is interesting moments. Oh, Oh, it locks up on that second corner now, gets on the DRS straight now. Like I said, the Baku track, I'm not a particular fan of it, but hopefully they will improve it. But oh, he's trying to hold on there, Craig, but he does it superbly well. Get that drinks kick in for tonight. So Craig's coming up to into the second sector now. Tries to coming up to the castle section now. Still a little bit of a break. Break there. Oh, late braking there. Trying to avoid there. Tries to hold on there, but he does it perfectly around there. Yellow flags on sector 3. Oh, Mike has mentioned the Sinnerbang. Oh, that's unfortunate, unlucky from Mike there. He'll probably say, do not mention the wing has gone, because he'll bang on that. But unbelievable stuff there. But what can Craig do? Craig, SJD's done a fastest lap of a 140.1. I was trying to see who just jumped up there, but Craig coming up to the DRS straight now. Coming up to it now, he does a 140 flat. He has done a 140 flat. That is a good lap from him. Very, very good lap from him. But what can Mr. Sky C do? Can he improve and try and beat the Bookster? He's looking at these two. They're 7/10ths. 7/10ths up there. What can he get from there? He's got to get. He's improved by 3/10ths, but not enough to catch up to the Bookster. Bookster's going back into the pits now. We have got 7 minutes left of this Invictus Racing League, the Performance League 1, the pre-season race 2 at the glorious race of Baku. But you won't hear any more Pokemons with a Pikachu on that. But we have to wait and see how the guys can do this. Now, the guys will try to slow down, try and do another lapping, I think. Mr. Sky C is still going on. But if I remember it correctly, I think with the strategy here around Baku, now you could start with the Ultras, but they tire out absolutely quick. They absolutely kill. And you try to avoid, if you can manage the Ultra Softs perfectly, that'll be fantastic, but it's going to be very difficult, very, very difficult. But what can Mike do? Now, Mike's been really, really unlucky in the last. Oh, he's trying to avoid the castle section. This is again, you're on the edge of your seat and you're on a roller coaster ride through the castle, and you try not to hit those walls, because you'd be like, it'll be unbelievable moments here. But looking at it now, I think Mike, as I said, Mike's been really unlucky in the last few races in the past, but hopefully he will get back stronger than ever before. I mean, I was speaking to Mike a few days before the race, and he was just trying to make sure he's focused on this season and try and see how it goes. He'll be like, nice, hopefully nice. With Mike here, we're coming up to the first corner now. See how he does in the first corner. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Still holding on. Hopefully he doesn't lock up on here. Oh, a little bit of a lock up. Oh, no. He lost it. He did perfectly on the first corner. He lost it on the second corner. Hopefully he will try and do another lapping. As I said, he was being very unlucky this last season, but he's bouncing back and try and get some racing in and try and get some decent points in for this season. But it'll be very tough, because you've got some very quick drivers. But obviously you're going to try and make sure. Try and make sure your quick drivers there. Oh, he's lost a bit of his front wing. Mike. Like bang. Boy. So yeah, I'm missing the co-commentator Craig. He's joined the race tonight. I could have had the English-Scottish banter tonight, so but we'll be all set, ready for the first for the new season of the 2018 game of the Invictus Racing League Performance League 1. So we'll be at the glorious Australian track. Now I quite like the Australia track, absolutely beautiful. It's a legendary track since 1996, I think it was, in Albert Park. So it'd be good for them. Good evening to all the viewers here. If you're just joining us, welcome. Send us your comments. Get your predictions in. Who you think will do well tonight. So, just watching. If you just send a comment, if you can send it again, that'll be fantastic. It's just because of the chat thing, it takes a little bit of time. But some of the guys are sorry about this. Just doing that. Right, if you just mention on the comment, can you just redo the comment again? That'll be fantastic. And I will try and get your comments in as quickly as possible. Looking at it now, Mr. Skyseed doing his lap in now. SJD, what does he do? He does a 35.2. He does a 35.2 around the first sector. Now, what does Mr. Skyseed do? He's doing his. He did a 38.4, but that's just lap in. So looking at it now, I think it'll be very tough for the guys. Now, good evening to Meg. I hope you're okay and well. Oh, he touch of the yellow. There's a bit of yellow flags there, but he touched the wall there, Mr. Skysea. So hopefully that doesn't compromise his lapping. Good evening to Meg Lumpy. He said Book looks like he's gained the Williams. I think you are right there, Sunshine. You are absolutely spot on there. And I possibly think it will be Mr. Skysea as well during that. But that's obviously, that's my opinion and your opinion of the Books. Oh, Mr. Skysea went wide there. Absolutely wide. Unbelievable stuff. Absolutely unbelievable. SJD's moved up to 4th with a 139.3. Still 1.3 off. Rickwar. Hello, how you doing? Bookster, I don't know what happened to him, but he has retired. We have just got about a minute left. We've got 1 minute left of the Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1. Like I said, good evening to everyone that's joining tonight. Make sure you comment, follow as well if you haven't. It'll be fantastic for tonight. Oh, Mr. Skysea. There'll be definitely blue skies there, and for that Z, I tell you what, he's done a 1:37.7. That is a cracking lap. Bookster, well, Meg will be thinking, well, Bookster will get the Williams, so will Mr. Skysea. That's my opinion, anyway. But that is just absolutely unbelievable stuff. Looking at it now, no one's going to catch them two up. Unless I'm mistaken, we've got 30 seconds left. Unless I'm mistaken, we're just watching Jamie. Who's near to the end? I think Fascani. Fascani's into the near end of the lapping. Yeah, he's trying to do his lapping. Again, Fascani needs to improve for this season. I always call Waventel the Flying Scotsman. I call Fascani now the Flying Irishman now. But Fascani's just crossed over the line now. He's done a 1:40.1. He's done a 1.3 seconds better than his previous lap. So who's next? SJD. SJD's coming up to. Oh, he's going to the pits. He's going to the pits. Jamie's done his lap. He's done a 1:38.5. That's a cracking lap from Jamie. What does Mr. Skysea do? Does he go back in? Where's Craig? Craig is doing his 1:39.4. 6/10 better than his last lap, but that's still not enough. He missed. Oh, misses, but SJD by. I tell you what, five thousandths of a second. Aaron J. Spencer going back into the pits now, but what does Mike do? Mike is the only one on the grid who has not done a lapping. So Spud and MJ Coupe had both retired. Believe they've made a mistake in the but yeah, they haven't done much really at sorry, I take that back. So Spud and MJ Coupe, I think they must have had a mistake. Oh, Mike nearly hit the wall there. But yeah, it's trying to make sure. I don't know if they've made a mistake or what. I don't know during the castle section or what, the walls. Mike's retired. Aaron J. Spencer is the only one who's retired. And here are your race classifications coming up soon. So here are your race classifications for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for the short qualifying. You've got Mr. Sky Z in first, you've got NMC Bookster in second, Jamie in third, SJD in fourth, Craig in fifth, Fasconi in sixth, Aaron J. Spencer in seventh, Mike, Spud, Mike did not had a time, so Spud and MJ Coupe had retired, and I don't know if they've made a mistake during their qualifying, but they did retired on there. Just while we're waiting for the guys to prep up as well. So, if you guys in the chat, if you're watching the stream, send us your thoughts. What do you think tonight will be? What's your top three? Will you see a shock? Will you see some... Actually, how many drivers do you think will survive at the end of the race tonight? So there's a few questions that you guys can capitalise on. And I'll try and read your comments out while during the race as quickly as possible. Mr. Sky C, normally we have to wait for 2 minutes. So we'll kick off then. Meg Lopez says, hope there's some good battles. I'm hoping there'll be some cracking battles tonight. I'm hoping for that one anyway. So, but you never know what to expect. Never know what to expect. Rick Ross says, how many won't survive turn one? That is a true fact. Meg Lubber says less than 5 survivors. So we've got the formation lap on now. So the guys are going to try and prep up for their race. So the guy, Rick is saying how many to survive in for turn one. I'm not going to comment that because I don't want to jinx it. Because every time I say it, it'll probably be jinxed. But Mick Lubber said less than 5. So 10 started, less than 5. So, I mean, looking at it, Bookster and Mr. Sky C, we're going to have some cracking battles tonight, I think. So, Rick's laughing his head off here in the comments. Meg says just because a lot of guys are trying to assist. That's true. I know Jamie, Craig, Mike. I think I don't know if the Bookster and Mr. Sky C are on no assist as well, so I can't really comment on that. But if they are, that would be fantastic, and that is a cracking lap, especially on the equal terms as well. So looking at it now, Meg says I'll be one to crash given my lack of time on the game so far. I was the same last night, Meg. I was the same because I've not had much practice, and because when you have not much practice in the game, you will lose quite a lot of time, and because of that, you would struggle a lot, especially to the guys who obviously practice like non-stop. So it's going to be try and make sure they survive around here. Baku's a tough track. Don't get me wrong. Baku's a tough track. Can't say. Rick says 5 sound pretty much it. Megalope Castle with no assist on whole tyres can be tricky. I always had to be careful, a bit like a milk float. Try and make sure we go up the castle section to make sure they don't want to mess about with it. But Mr. Sky C trying to get his massive gap. He wants to get into the grid as quickly as possible. Absolutely unbelievable. He tries to get there and try and start the race. Bookster coming up slowly. Then you got Jamie, you got SJD, you got Craig. Fasconi merged with Craig, or one of the Ferrari cars. Oh, Aaron J. Spence, sorry. Fasconi, Aaron J. Spence, Mike, Sir Spud, MJ Coupe. We will have a 10-car race. Who will survive? Who knows? And we've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go. Fasco's going to drive through penalties. Done a jump start. Oh my God, what's happened here? Oh, a little bit of crash from the Red Bull, I believe. The Ferrari and Craig's dropped down. Mike's dropped down. Craig, SJD. Oh, side by side. Oh, Red Bull. Doesn't give him wings. What's happened there? MJ Coupe lost it on the second corner. SJD, oh, try and hold on to Craig there and do everything he can on there. But absolutely unbelievable stuff. Absolutely unbelievable. Try everything you can. Oh my God. Mr. Skyseed trying to pull away. Bookster's trying to pull away. So we've got the top 2 trying to pull away as well. You got Jamie in 3rd. You got Craig in 4th. And Mike's trying to close in on SJD now. Oh my God. This is the castle section. Do not move your seat. Oh, Mike's gone. Mike's lost the braking point. Because of that, he's now dropped down to 10th. Because of the missing braking point, that's what's cost him a lot of time now. He's going to try and... I don't think he's got front wing damage. No, he hasn't. He's lucky because it would cost him a lot of time around here, especially with the long straights as well. But looking at it now, it's just absolutely intense stuff here. Fasconi tried to close in on his good mate Sir Spud. Now, Mr. Skyseed's dropped. The Bookster's moved up to 1st now. I don't know what happened there, but Mr. Skyseed dropped down to 2nd. Bookster. Oh! Mr. Skyseed going for the inside. Oh, what a move! Oh, no! Oh! It looked... I don't know if there's some issue with the desync or what, but looking at it, it looked like there was some desync. Oh, MJ Coupe lost a bit of the corner there. But looking around here as well, I didn't think, from what I see anyway, it looked like Mr. Skyseed did not give Bookster enough room. But again, I can't comment on that because it could be desync issues. So just watching SJD closing in on Craig. SJD's having a quick look around. Craig on the no assist, tried to hold on with that Sauber car. Does everything possible. SJD doing everything. Oh, locks. Oh, I don't like them hitting that wall. Trying delicate around this corner because this is the corners where it just absolutely terrifies you so much. Absolutely terrifies you. James tries to close in on the Bookster. I think the Bookster's got a little bit of front wing damage because he is slowing down a little bit from Mr. Sky Z. Probably. If you join the comment, if you join the stream, guys, appreciate that. Thank you. If you can. Oh, Jamie nearly lost it down that last corner there. He should have. No, he hasn't got the rest. He hasn't got the 3rd lap in, but coming up to the 3rd lap now, which will be now. So Mr. Jamie's done a fastest lap of 1:43.1. That is a cracking lap. MJ. Oh, Mike's gone overtaking MJ Coupe. MJ Coupe saying no. This is not nice. Or Mike's going to the pits. Oh no, MJ Coupe's going to the pits. It looked like SG's dropped. Oh, SG's pitted. Is he pitted? Yes, no? No, he hasn't. Okay, I might be wrong. It looked like he came out of the pits. I might be wrong there. I must have been losing the plot here, but Jamie's closing in on the Bookster. The Bookster's trying to close in on Mr. Sky C. And looking at it now, the top three are pulling away from Craig from 4th place with a 3.5 second gap between Jamie and Craig. So Jamie, again, I said earlier in the stream, he is on no assists, and he's been doing no assists for a very, very long time during the iRacing days. So he's purely experienced with the no assist stuff. So he should try and close in on Bookster, which he is doing a cracking job at the minute now. But the rest of the crew, the rest of the grid are a bit spacious of about 3 to 4 seconds, about 2 to 3 to 4 seconds gaps. Hopefully that will improve during the races, but we did see a few pit stops during there. But if you are in the comments, guys, I mean, what's your opinion of Baku? Guys, what's your opinion of Baku? What do you think of it? Oh, Mr. Skysea's pitted. Mr. Skysea has pitted. I believe the Ultra Softs last about 3 to 5 laps. 3 to 5 laps. So it can be anything good to bad. Meg says tyre wear could be horrible with so many traction zones. Rears could heat up quick. You are deadly right there. You are absolutely right there. Rick says I think I'd put my money on Jamie for the win. That's not a bad shout, to be fair, for Jamie to win, because, as I said, he's experienced with the no assists. Bookster, he's deadly quick in a 1 lap qualifying, but can he keep that in the race itself? One way to find out. You've got it here, ladies and gentlemen. So I need that drink kicking. So we might have 2 battles going out now. So we've got Jamie still in second, trying to close in on the Bookster, and then Mr. Sky C, which I'm going to go straight to now, closing on SJD. SJD's going wide there. 2. Oh, SJD. Oh, I don't know if SJD decided to give that up. Rick Ansley does not like that. Never going to give you up. But Mr. Sky C with new, fresher, super soft tyres now. Now, with the tyre strategies, the rears are absolutely deadly around here, because I don't know about you guys, but would you say this is the worst? For me personally, I think it's the worst tyre deck, as well as China and I can't remember another track now, but 3 guys are pitted. So give us your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think it's worse, bad? The fuel might be an issue as well. That track is pretty harsh on fuel consumption. Possibly. I think it is actually. Possibly it could be. Who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong. I'm not in it for the money. I'm that one. He's like, show me the money! Show me the money! Ah, yes. You beauty. Right. Bookster on fresh tyres, closing on Mike, who's on 4 lapped super softs. Now, if I remembered it right, super softs last about 8 laps, 6 to 8 laps. Fresh. Mike's going on side in the middle. Bookster tries to go on inside. Oh, nearly tried to do everything he can. Mike tried to avoid, because earlier in the race, he'd missed that braking point. He's trying to hold on there. Oh, Bookster slide there, but trying everything he can to close in on Mike. What I think he'll get Mike on the long DRS straights because of the DRS. So, oh, Mike hit the wall. No! Oh, Mike hit the wall. Again, silly bang. So Spud, what's happened to him? Oh, he's crashed. So Spud has crashed. So Spud has crashed into the wall. I've not said much about him in this race, but that is absolutely bad luck from Sir Spud. Absolutely bad luck from Sir Spud. Hopefully that does not pass on to the league coming up next week, which will be kicking off in the glorious track for Albert Park at Australia. But it's just absolutely unbelievable stuff. Pardon me. Excuse my burping. Coming up to Craig now. Craig's closing in on Mike. Mike has got a little bit of front wing damage. Now, Rick has said, I haven't did a race in Baku on this game. Can they do it in a one-stop strategy? If you start it in super softs or softs, oh, Mike's letting Craig through. He knows he's got a bit of a front wing damage and he doesn't want to hold up Craig, which is kind of understandable. If you want my honest opinion, two-stop is quicker. The two-stop is quicker than the one-stop around here because of the tyre deck. And Rick Ross says two down already. The bet is coming on. You've got 3 more drivers. It's there, but hopefully they will hold on there. So, absolutely unbelievable stuff around here. Absolutely unbelievable. Jamie tries to do everything he can on the other Renault car of SJD. Should have DRS. Yeah, should have DRS. This is the overtake moment now. What will Craig? What will Jamie do? What will Jamie do? Jamie has got the boost. Oh, he got the inside. Oh, side by side. Oh, what a move! What a move from Jamie. Oh, I don't know what. This now, SJD now has got DRS straight. DRS on open now. He's going on the outside. Jamie's keeping on the inside, trying to avoid not hitting each other. Oh my god, that is just absolutely intense moments here. But Jamie holding on for third. Holding on. SJD is on 6 lap super softs. 6 lap super softs. I don't know if I said this earlier, sorry, but the one stop is very tough, especially at Baku. Unless you started on fresh tyres, like you didn't qualify, you just did some fresh tyres, I think you might have a slight chance of a one stop. It just depends on how you set up your strategy and your setup is managed. But looking at it now, Mr. Sky C on the quicker. He did pit about 3 laps earlier, but Aaron J. Spence holding on there. But Rick's giving you a thumbs up there. Thank you. But don't say good night there. We'll have to wait and see how Aaron J. Spence holding on for first. But Mr. Sky C doing everything possible. He's on the hot lap situation. Aaron J. Spence on the overlap mode on the ERS. Both guys trying to do everything possible for the two. This will be a 2 in a bed situation. What will Aaron J. Spence do? Oh, don't want to touch. Oh, what a move! What a move from Mr. Skycy. What a move! Aaron J. Spence. It's going to be tough on him. If I was thinking what he's going to do, I wouldn't risk it for a biscuit. At all. No. I wouldn't risk it for a biscuit. But yeah, we have to wait and see how it goes now. But Aaron J. Spence will be kicking himself. But you don't have to worry about it because it's still a long race. We are 19 laps, 18 to 19 laps of the race left. So anything's possible. As I said earlier, the tyre strategy. If anyone's on the ultras, they would have had 4 laps max. If you can push it to be 6 laps. Super softs, I would have said 6 to 8 earlier, but I think if you might push it to 10. Oh, Books just passed SJD. I don't know what happened there, but I don't. It doesn't look like SJD had a mistake there. Textbook clean move there under the DRS. Correct. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely spot on there, Meg. Absolutely spot on there. But as the guys are a little bit spread out because of the pits situation, I think only Aaron and SJD are the only ones who have not pitted yet. They have not pitted yet, so it'd be good to see how these guys can pick. I reckon they'll go soft and then ultras at the end, but that's if they're doing a two-stop. But here's your thoughts, guys, and I said this probably last season in the last season's game. What's your opinion on, say a driver ahead is doing a two-stop, or a driver behind you is doing a one-stop? But yeah, it should be there. Sky C's move I'm talking about. Oh, sorry, Meg. Yeah, Sky C, and he did a cracking move earlier. Sorry, my bad. I'm not. I'm trying my hardest to get everything spot on tonight, but Jamie's closing in on Aaron J. Spence. Aaron J. Spence is struggling on the super softs. He is at the optimum tyre suggestion, I think, in the super softs. Oh my God, here we go. What can Jamie do? Jamie's holding on. Jamie's holding on for. Try keep it there. Oh, a little bit there. Try not to hit the wall there, but he does it. Hold on there for Aaron J. Spence. Oh my God, here we go. Tries to brake perfectly. But Aaron J. Spence there. Right, this is a chance now. This should be mode 5, I think. Mode 5. Here we go. This should be mode 5. Oh, Jamie keeping on high on ERS straight. Oh, a simple move from Jamie. Trying to get past Aaron J. Spence. Aaron J. Spence still on the super soft. Jamie's gone a little bit wide there, but Aaron J. Spence will try and do everything he can to catch up to Jamie in second place. But the guy, Mr. Scorsese and Jamie, both already been pitted before. As I said earlier, guys, regarding my question, would you agree or disagree that would you ever like to see... Oh, Mike's retired. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. This is why they need to be sorted. This, we might have a 3-car battle coming up soon. This is absolutely fantastic moves coming up. Oh, this is absolutely intense, man. 7 left in this. 7 drivers left. So this is absolute, and we're only on lap 10 of 26. So here we go. What can Bookster's closing in on Aaron J. Spence. I believe Aaron J. Spence will need to pit. He's got to pit because he is dropping down here, and he needs to start pitting now. Otherwise, he will go even further down the grid. What does he do? Does he keep on the left? Does he go for it? Here we go. Oh, Bookster! Oh, perfect move. But Aaron J. Spence. Oh, it looked like Aaron J. Spence was trying to close in, but I think Aaron J. Spence is going for the one stop. He's going for the one stop. But he will lose out quite a bit of time. He's already lost 3 places in the last few laps. Hopefully that does not compromise his battle there. Again, are you enjoying the race, guys? What are your thoughts so far on lap 11 of 26? Personally, it's been an entertaining race. The drivers have been some brilliant moves. Jamie's move and Mr. Scorsese move at the first corner after the DRS before the DRS straights. Absolutely see how it goes. Rick's saying we'll see how Aaron is going. He's probably going for the one stop. He's about 10 seconds behind the leader. He is about, I think, yes, he is about, from the leader, he's about 10 seconds. 9 seconds to be precise. Maybe 10. Probably. I excuse my burping on this one. Yeah, Meg says need to keep the pace up if doing the one stop. Yeah, that's the problem though. If you can't manage the one stop, you will struggle. Rick, oh, before I go, Jamie's on there. Oh, where? Jamie, Bookster's on there. No, Jamie's gone. Oh my God! Nearly try not to hit one another, but Jamie will have DRS. We're watching from Jamie's side now. What will he do? What will he do? RJ Spence has pitted. RJ Spence has pitted for the soft tyre. So, more comments. Rick says, I don't think Sky will have trouble winning that on the two stop track. It could be right there. It's going to be tough between whoever wins it. It's going to be between Sky C, Bookster, and Jamie tonight. Out of them three, I think it'll be see who wins tonight. Meg Lugby says no point if going to be 22 or so seconds beyond the leader by the time Aaron stops. So at the minute, Aaron J. Spence is in 30 seconds behind the leader, which is not. So I reckon he probably will have to do a two-stop. I mean, we'll have to wait and see how it goes now. Looking at it now, seeing how Jamie does it now. Now, looking at the guys here, this is the last pre-season race before the before the actual league racing at Invictus kicks off. So hopefully we're going to see there'll be a lot more drivers next week battling out. Australia will be, I think of it as like a middle difficulty track, because you got to make sure you get the chicane spot on after second sector into third, and then try and get spot on with some of the corners. But I say middle because of the chicane and that, what I call it, like sharp right then into the left hand side, one of the corners there. So Meg Lopez said Aaron needs to step up, needs to keep a decent pace on the soft now. Rick says yeah, it is still doable, but he can't afford traffic or mistakes. That is true. That is true. I mean, if you was in anybody's position now, I know you would say first, but if you was in Aaron J. Spence's situation, guys, what would you have done? What would you have done? Would you have done a little bit earlier? Would you have pitted at the same time as the guys that were a little bit doing the ultras, or do you think, what would you have done? If you was racing tonight, what would you have done? Flash goes on 10 laps of soft tyre. But looking at it now. So I'm going to go through the grid because the guys are spacious with the gaps as well. So we'll try and go through them as quickly as possible. Mr. Sky C is a newcomer of the Invictus Racing League. So he's joined the Performance League 1. So he will be try and beat everyone here. Now, there's some good drivers in Performance League 1. And looking at this in equal performance, it's very interesting to see how he can capitalise. So, the Bookster, that Varukster. I always say that. It's just got that rhyming effect. Doesn't make sense, but to me it does. So the Bookster, again, he's one of those drivers who does really well, and he's very quick, very quick. Hopefully, he will convert that into the race as well. Like again, as I said earlier in the stream, he was unfortunate last week because of issues with issues with connections as well. Hopefully that will be sorted. It looks like it's been sorted now anyway, so that's fine. Rick, on asking about the Aaron J. Spence question, he said he would have pitted 2 laps earlier. So on lap 10, I think. Yeah, lap 10. So lap 10, he would have pitted in, unless I'm mistaken, Rick. So yeah, the Bookster, again, a faster driver. Nearly the same pace as Mr. Sky C. Well, I say nearly because he's about a few tenths off, based on tonight's based on tonight. So, but yeah, should be interesting to see how they can capitalise on it. Jamie, again, I said earlier, Jamie's a cracking bloke, respectful bloke. Been driving no assist for many years in the iRacing stuff, but so he's pure no assist now, and he's driving really well. To be fair, absolutely fantastic. Rick says, "Oh no, sorry." Okay. I'm not sure what you mean. Which one? Would you said lap 10 or would you said lap 12 for the if you pitted? But yeah, Jamie again, respectful guy. Again, no assist, and he's doing everything possible to try and catch up to the Bookster in second place. So it's going to be very tough decisions on the allocations for the admins of the Performance League 1. But yeah, it should be very interesting on this. Rick says, I missed something here. I thought he pitted at lap 14 laps, and no, I think he pitted at the right lap. Oh, okay, so we scratched that. We scratched that. So looking at it now, Jamie going through the DRS straight now. So the top two have pitted. Especially, and Jamie as well. The top three now have pitted. So we're just waiting. Oh my god. Just try to avoid. It looked like there was a little bit of a clash when they're coming in and out of the pit. Craig's pitted as well. Again, Craig, the original Flying Scotsman. I'll call Waving Tail the Flying Scotsman, but Craig's the original Flying Scotsman. And he said he knows it big time. I was speaking to him before we were doing the commentary as well as the race. He's enjoying the no assists. He's enjoying it, and he's trying to learn it in the equal leagues as well, in the F3 league. And he's just trying everything he can to try and compete with the guys who are the same in the assists as well. So it'd be interesting to see how these guys can. Be interested to see how he can capitalise, and he's doing a cracking job, to be fair. So would you say Craig? Would you say Craig to win F3? You've got some quick drivers in F3, because obviously Mike, Craig in no assists, and they have dropped from F2 to F3. I reckon Craig will get in the top half. I think. Well, he should get the top half anyway. But that's my opinion anyway. Who else? I mean, like I said, Craig, he's improving left, right, and centre and doing everything possible. We might have a we might have another battle going on here. We've got SJD closing on RJ Spence. SJD is on the faster ERS. RJ Spence just moved up to the higher one, but because of that SJD momentum, oh no, he could have gone for it. He could have done the banzai, but he didn't do it. He didn't want to risk it for a biscuit there. That's fair enough, I understand. But this is racing. You need to go for it. If you want it, you need to go for it. Rick says Craig doesn't have enough time. He doesn't have enough time to practice, but if he did, I would, but he did does. I would bet on him for winning F3. Yeah, I would have said. I would have said top half, because obviously, because the first few bits of the season when he was trying no assist, he was struggling to compete with the guys with the assist, and didn't want to cause any any incidents and stuff. But especially last week in Austria in the F3, he's done a cracking job. Craig has, so he's improving a hell of a lot, and he's doing everything possible. But he has done quite a bit of practicing in just before the pre-season, and the league racing will kick off soon. Mr. Scorsese done the fastest lap of 1:41.4 in the pre-season race 2, the final pre-season race 2 of the Invictus Racing League Performance League 1. So SJD now gets past Aaron J. Spence. Aaron J. Spence does everything possible to try and get back into 4th. The SJD tries to do everything possible. A little bit of a break, lock up there. Probably a little bit of a lock up there, but hopefully that doesn't compromise. But this should bring back Aaron J. Spence. This should bring back Aaron J. Spence. Rick says, yeah, we've had the incident with F1 Richard. He would have got a podium. I totally agree, Rick. If you join the F3, it's in the Invictus F3 League Twitch thing, but Craig would have been on the Invictus Racing League's Twitch, but obviously he's racing tonight to help out with the numbers on the league tonight. But looking at it now, absolutely intense moments here. Absolutely intense. SJD. When I first spoke to him, he struggled in the races. But looking at it now, he looks more confident than ever before in the 2018 game. Hopefully, he will improve as the season goes, and I have no doubts with that, and I reckon he will do well. SJD. Aaron J. Spence, again. Last season he was unlucky in F3. Bookster's done a 1:41.1 as the fastest lap of the race. Cracking lap from him. Cracking lap. Aaron J. Spence tries and do the overtake. SJD on the high mode now. Aaron J. Spence has got DRS. Should catch up to him slowly. Slowly. Oh, break there. SJD got that momentum going in, Aaron J. Spence there. But looking at it now, Aaron J. Spence was unlucky last season. Oh, he hit the wall! He hit the wall! Hopefully that doesn't compromise. God, I can't see much of the camera view. You don't know whether he's broken his front wing or not. It's very, very tough here. Absolutely tough. So yeah, if you're enjoying the race, guys, hopefully there'll be some battles coming up near the end of the race, hopefully. But so far, we'll see how it goes now. But Aaron J. Spence, as I said, he was very unlucky in F3 last season. What can he do in here? I reckon he would do well. Personally, I think he will do well. But it just depends on how he can capitalise. The Bookster is closing on Sky. We might have an interesting drag race at the end. I'm hoping so. But it's still 2.5, well 2.6 now. Still 2.6 of the difference between the top two. But yeah, Aaron J. Spence was really unlucky last season in the F3. What can he do in the Performance League? Personally, depending on the car allocation, obviously, I reckon he'll probably get a middle car. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying that it could happen. I reckon he'll get a middle car, but he'll probably get mid-table this season. But I'll do all my predictions anyway in the podcast after this week anyway, before the race and the season starts. Now, Invictus Racing League's site has got the shop got all the forums and stuff. You got the No Assist League on the Monday night, Performance Leagues on the Tuesday night, the Equal Leagues on the Wednesday nights, and then we're introducing the PC League, which is on the Sunday nights. Normal times 8 o'clock. So hopefully we'll try and get some more people to join as well. It should be fantastic. Look at it now. Who else have on this? Fascone, the Flying Irishman. Now he's again, I said earlier in the stream, he was really unlucky, and he has had a struggled race tonight in the it's like an Equal Performance League. Hopefully this may not compromise his boost to the start of the season. Hopefully we'll get that kick of the backside to try and get back into the top half. Fascone, depending on what car allocation he's getting as well, I think he'll probably get mid-table, but it's going to be very tough. It's going to be very, very tough. Mike, Spud and MJ Coop, I'll mention them in a bit. Mike, really unlucky. He's no assists, trying everything possible. And again, as I said earlier, Mike is trying everything possible to try and keep up with the league and stuff. Try and catch up with the drivers as well. But it should be interesting to see how these guys can capitalise on this. It's a Spud. Now I say this every season, and he hates me saying it, but he could have had he could have had a title. He could have had it twice, but he was really unlucky. Especially on one of them, he has been really unlucky. But I've known him for years. It's a Spud. And I've known him for it feels like decades. It's a Spud. I feel like I've known him for years, which I do actually. It's like 8 years now. Yeah, 8 years. All that time. But be interesting to see how he can boost back after a DNF after qualifying and a DNF in the race tonight. So hopefully gets rid of that quickly and possible. MJ Coop. Now, what can I say about MJ Coop? MJ Coop, great guy, absolutely fantastic guy. MJ Coop, at the start, he was more of a penalty. Gets more penalties. He has calmed down a lot now, but he's improving a hell of a lot, and he's doing really well. On his day, he can be deadly. He can be a deadly driver, and when I say deadly, I mean like fast-paced guy. It was just fantastic. 1.1 second now. 1 second now between the top two. This is the closest we have got for the last few laps of this Invictus Racing League's Performance League 1. Absolutely intense moments here. Absolutely intense moments. Both drivers have pitted on the Super Softs. Both drivers are on equal terms. What can these two do? So this is a chance now for Mr. Sky C the Bookster to try and catch up to him. Here we go. What will happen on here? Oh, closer now. Absolutely close. Absolutely intense moments here. But I tell you what, who do you think will win tonight? Will it be Mr. Sky C, or do you think the Bookster will win? Put your comments in, guys. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think the Bookster will get it? Do you think Mr. Sky C will get it? And we're on lap 23 or 26. Get those comments in now. Oh my god, this is absolutely intense moment, Mr. Sky C. Oh my god, this is absolutely intense moments here. Hold on, for dear life. Here we go, castle section. This is the part where I don't like this section. Like you have to tiptoe around here for like the milk float around here to make sure you don't want to get hit in the wall. I even would have hit it with the milk float anyway, to be honest. So the booster's closing on Mr. Sky C. At the moment he has got the momentum now. Mr. Sky C is trying to save ERS. Bookster is trying to go for the overtake or the high mode of the ERS. Here we go. Rick says at this point I won't guess. Oh, the Bookster. What happened? I was trying to read the comment there, but the Bookster went past Mr. Sky C. Oh, he's lost his front wing. I do apologise to the guys. I was reading the comments. I didn't see what exactly happened between the Bookster and Mr. Sky C. I know the Bookster was closed in, but I don't know if Mr. Sky C had any issues. Good evening to everyone that's watching the stream now. So Rick says he doesn't want to jinx it, but Sky hit the wall in the last turn. Oh god. Sky hit the wall on the last turn. I was reading the comment, I just didn't see that, so I do apologise on that one. But Mr. Sky C will try and do everything he can to catch up, but he'll have to pit, and he'll have to pit unless he can try and drive with no front wing and try and hold on for second for the last few laps. What would you do in Mr. Sky Z shoes? Would you pit now? Obviously you would. But oh, he hit the wall. Oh, he lost his front. Oh my god, he's lost the front wing. I can't say. He's lost the front. Oh my god, Jamie had a little bit of a heart attack mode there. He nearly thought he was good. Got hit there. Mr. Sky C, because of that front wing damage on the last turn. Thanks, Rick, for telling me that, because I didn't see that. I'd look at the comments. I will have a look at it when I come back. But looking at it now, Jamie's moved to second now because of Mr. Sky C hitting the wall. SGD now moved up to third. Mr. Sky C's left the session. He's done. Yeah, Mr. Sky C has left the session. So, as you can see now, we've got 2 laps left. We have got 2 laps left of the Invictus Racing League. Performance League 1 at the glorious race of Baku. So looking at it now, we have got 6 drivers left. 6 drivers left. Earlier in the stream, there's a prediction of how many drivers are left. Rick said 5. Oh, sorry, I think it was Meg. Sorry, Meg or Rick said 5. So, be interesting to see. Rick said, too bad, that would have been a great battle. I do agree. I think if he didn't hit the last bit of the wall there, I think he would have had a great battle there. But we might have another battle going on here. We might have another battle. Craig closing on Aaron J. Spence. Craig closing on Aaron J. Spence. The original Flying Scotsman closing on Aaron. What will he do? Will he try and do everything he can? Bear in mind, Craig is on what I call it, the quicker tyre for between himself and Aaron J. Spence, because Aaron J. Spence is on the soft tyre and Craig is on the super soft tyre. We're on the final lap of this Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1 at the glorious race of Baku. So trying to make sure they don't want to hit the wall, because I've noticed at Baku, if you slightly touch wall, as what Mr. Sky C did, obviously he had front wing damage, but if you touch the wall on this part where Craig's going through now, I lost the wheel here, And I think, yes, Spud did that earlier in the race. So Craig's closing in. Craig's closing in on Aaron J. Spence. This will be a massive, massive battle for the end zone of this. We're not doing NFL, we're doing the F1 racing now. Oh my god, this is absolutely intense moments here. What will Craig do? Will he try and hold on? Will he try to hold on? Boy. Aaron J. Spence has got a little bit of fuel left. Craig has not got fuel. Well, he's got a little bit of fuel left to last the whole lap. But looking at it now, Craig's trying to save the ERS. Same with Aaron J. Spence. Both of them. Oh, this is absolutely great stuff from these guys here. They're doing everything possible to make it a absolute edge of your seat finale here. I think Books is coming up to yes, he's coming up to the start finishing line now. To finish, he's now the winner of the Performance League 1 race winner at the Glorious Race of Baku. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Jamie holding on for second now. Deserves second there. SJD done a magnificent race, done his racing, done whatever he can, and holding on for third. Well done to Jamie for second earlier. Aaron's tyres are done. Craig needs to push, he can do it. So just wait and see what Craig does. Craig, both of them are on the higher ERS mode. What can Craig do? Craig's a little bit behind. He hasn't got the DRS. He can't do it. He can't do it. Aaron J. Spence will hold on for fourth. Craig's got fifth. And Fascani coming up to the last few corners now. Congratulations to Aaron J. Spence for finishing fourth. Craig in fifth. And Fascani, as long as he doesn't crash on here, he does well to try and hit that. But well done to the top three. Respectful drivers there. Too far. Yeah, I think that was the distance between Aaron J. Spence and Craig. A little bit too far. That is a weird stuff going on. The standings just jumped. So, but yeah, we've got the Bookster, we've got Jamie, we've got SJD in the top three. Congratulations to them. Absolutely fantastic drives from them three, and everyone else who survived in the Baku track. It is a tough track. I keep saying this every time in the stream, but it is a very tough track, and the Force India guys are absolutely delighted with that. Bookster will be absolutely delighted with that. And here is your race classifications coming up. We've got the Booksters in first. We've got Jamie, who had a 3-second time penalty, is in second. SJD in third. Aaron J. Spencer's in fourth. Craig's in fifth. Vasconis in sixth. Sky C, Mike, Spud, and MG Cooper have all had DNFs of retirements. So we're just going through the incidents now, so the guys can there. Oh, just one page. So that's the incidents there. Yeah, there'll be no interviews in the pre-season race. Craig will be back up next season. He'll be back in the commentary box next week when we're at the glorious Australian Grand Prix. I'd like to thank you guys for watching the race. It's been a blast. Thank you to everyone that's commented. So Rick and Meg, thank you guys, mainly because you guys have commented more. I wish you all the very best, and I'll see you all next week at the glorious race of Albert Park, Australia. Good evening all. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.